Hi students, I am Sendil Kumaran, Assistant Professor in Chemistry Department, Erode Senkundar Engineering College, Autonomous. Today we are going to discuss about the Engineering Chemistry, Unit 4 Polymer Chemistry. So the following topics we will going to discuss about today. Introduction about the polymer, then monomers, definition for polymers, and what is the meaning of polymerization, then degree of polymerization, then last one is the functionality of polymer. We will discuss one by one. First, introduction about the polymer. So in the polymer we have to divide it into two parts. One is the poly, another one is the mer. So the poly word derived from Greek word. So poly means many and mer means unit or part. So when the two words we have to join together, that is called polymer. That means many parts or many units. So many units joined together, it is called as the polymer. Then we are called as the polymers are the macromolecules. Macro means large in size. So polymers are generally macromolecules formed by the repeated linking of large number of small molecules like monomers. Small molecules means small units, repeated units. So the small molecule we are also called as the monomers. So the number of monomers joined together or merged together, it is called as the polymer. So the polymers are widely used in variety of industrial applications like automobiles, defense side, electrical goods, and computer components, etc. So with this introduction we are going to the next term, polymers, definition for the polymers. So the correct definition for the polymers are macromolecules formed by the repeated linking of large number of small molecules called monomers. So another name of the polymers we are called as the large molecule. Another name of the monomer is the small molecule. Okay, once again I repeat, polymer means many number of small units like the monomers joined together to form the macromolecule. In that macromolecule we are called as the polymer. Okay, next. So example for the polymer. So here I given ethylene monomer. So molecular formula for the ethylene is CH2 double bond CH2. So it is the unsaturated compound because it having the double bond. So in that ethylene molecule or monomer molecule polymerized to form the polyethylene or macromolecule. So n number of ethylene molecule here I have to taken. So n number of ethylene molecules joined together to form the macromolecule like the polyethylene. So it is the best example for additional polymerization. So the additional polymerization means just add the more number of monomeric units without the elimination of the small molecules like water, HCl, etc. So it is the this reaction is the best example for the additional polymerization. Okay. So daily life we have to see in the polythene paper. So this polythene paper is made up of this process. Okay. Then we are going to the monomer. Monomer is a micromolecule, that means small molecule which combines with each other to form a polymer. So monomer means small molecules joined together to form the macromolecules like a polymer. Some monomers are repeating unit of the polymers are given below. So here some examples I have to given. First one is the ethylene. CH2 double bond CH2. It is the best example for the simple monomer. So these ethylene molecules join together to form the polyethylene. Polyethylene means macromolecule. Simply we are called as the PE. PE means polyethylene. Next example is the propylene. So here prop means 3 carbon. So here 3 carbon atoms, CH2 double bond CH single bond CH3. So in ethylene molecule CH2 double bond CH2. So instead of hydrogen present in the second ethylene molecule, we have to add the methylene group or methyl group. It is called as the propylene. So this number of propylene molecules join together to form the polypropylene. So here double bonds are converted into single bond and the 2 terminal bonds are free in the carbon atom. So that is called as the polypropylene. Simply we are called PP, polypropylene. Next, vinyl chloride is the best example for the simple monomer. So it is CH2 double bond CH bond Cl. It is the vinyl. Vinyl means CH2 double bond CH free bond, that is called as a vinyl. So in vinyl group containing the chlorine atom, so it is called a vinyl chloride. This vinyl chloride is polymerized to form the PVC, that means polyvinyl chloride. So simply we are called as the PVC. So in day-to-day life we have to see in the PVC pipes, you know. Yes, that is the PVC, polyvinyl chloride. So it is, these 3 examples are the best for additional polymerization. Okay. Next, polymerization. Polymerization means it is the process of more number of monomeric units joined together to form the large polymer, that is called as the polymer. So polymerization is the process in which large number of small molecules called monomers combine to give a big molecule or macromolecule called as the polymer, with or without elimination of small molecules like water. Okay. Okay, what is degree of polymerization? Degree of polymerization means the number of repeating units in a polymer chain is known as degree of polymerization. It is represented by the following relationship. So how many number of repeating units available in the polymeric chain, that is the degree of polymerization. It is called dP. Okay. Next, what is the formula we have to use for the degree of polymerization? How to determine the degree of polymerization? So the molecular weight of the polymeric network divided by molecular weight of the repeating unit. So you know the meaning of molecular weight. Okay, total atomic weight present in the polymeric network. What are all the various atoms available in the polymeric network? So we have to add all the atoms atomic weight, that is called as the molecular weight of the polymeric network, divided by molecular weight of the single unit or monomeric unit or repeating unit. So it is the calculation to determine the degree of polymerization, dP. So here I given some example. One example, 5 CH2 double bond CH2, that is 5 monomeric unit. So it is 5 ethylene molecule combined together to form the polymeric network. So in the polymeric network totally 10 carbons are available. 5 into 2, 10 carbons. So totally here 10 carbons and 10 into 2 hydrogen atom, 20 hydrogen atoms. So here available. So we have, it is the polymeric network chain. So we have to write the molecular weight of the polymeric network divided by molecular weight of the repeating unit. So what is the molecular weight of the polymeric unit here? So the atomic weight of the carbon is 12. Totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 carbon atoms are here available. So 10 into 12, 120. And hydrogen atoms here available, 20 hydrogen atoms. So 20 into 1. Atomic weight of the hydrogen is 1. So totally 20 hydrogen. So 120 plus 20 is called 140. So the molecular weight of the polymeric network here 140 divided by molecular weight of the monomeric unit here totally 2 carbon. So 2 carbon atoms, 2 into 12, 24. Then 4 hydrogen atoms, 4. So 24 plus 4, 28. So the 140 divided by 28 is the 5. 5 is the answer. So 5 is the degree of polymerization of this example. So like this we have to calculate the degree of polymerization of the various polymer compounds. Okay. So based on the degree of polymerization, we have to classify it into that oligomers and high polymers. So oligomers means polymers with low degree of polymerization. That means low molecular weight. The ranges of the oligomers are the 500 to 5000. So if the polymer network containing 500 to 5000 ranges, molecular weight ranges, that is called as the oligomers. Okay, then high polymers above the 5000, that means the range of the molecular weight is in between to 10,000 to 2 lakh. That type of polymers we are called as the high polymers. So the molecular weight of these high polymers is very very high. Okay, oligomer means the molecular ranges is very low. High polymers is the molecular weight of the polymer is very very high. That is the main difference between the oligomers and the high polymers. Okay. Next, functionality. Functionality means the number of bonding site or reactive site or functional group present in the single monomeric unit. So what is the functional group? So you know very well about the functional group. Halogens like chlorine, bromine, iodine, fluorine. Then hydroxyl group OH, aldehyde group CHO, ether linkages O, ester group COO, then carboxylic acid COOH, amine group like NH2. These are all the various types of the functional group. Reactive site means whenever the functional group attached into the carbon chain, that is called as the reactive site or bonding site. So how many bonding sites or reactive sites or functional group available in the single monomeric unit, that is called as the functionality. So here given some examples. For you take the familiar example for the ethylene. So in ethylene, one double bond is present, one double bond is common for the 2 carbon atoms. So that here reactivity of this example is 2. 2 bonding sites are due to the presence of one double bond in the monomer. That one double bond is common for the 2 carbon atoms. So that we have to call this here that 2 is the functionality or bifunctional monomer. So ethylene is the best example for the bifunctionality. Okay. Then simple example, hexamethylene diamine. Hexa means 6, methylene means CH2, diamine. So here both the side having the amine group NH2. So NH2 is the amine. So here 2 amine groups are attached to the 6 methylene group. So that we are called as the hexamethylene diamine. So here how many bonding sites or reactive site or functional group? 2 functional group, that is the NH2 is attached to the one side, another NH2 is attached to the another side. So that here 2 bonding sites are available. So that functionality of this monomer is 2. The monomer contains 2 functional group like amine group, hence it is a bifunctional monomer. Then here it is called as the glycerol. Glycerol means 3 carbon atom connected with the 3 OH group. OH is the hydroxyl group. So here the single monomeric unit containing the 3 OH group in the different carbon atoms. So that functionality of this glycerol is 3. 3 monomer contains 3 functional group. This monomer containing 3 functional group, hence it is a trifunctional monomer. Because 3 hydroxyl group connected with the 3 carbon atoms, so that we are called it is the trifunctionality monomer. Okay, thank you.